Hello everybody, StevesCrafts here, welcome to the Minecraft Java Edition video. Today's video is the beginning of a series on my channel known as Redstone Remake, where I go back to my old builds and redesign them entirely. Whether that be for the sake of speed, size, or something else that my brain comes up with, maybe just, being satisfying. But regardless, I go back and remake the door, or whatever else it may be. Now, in this case, it is a 4x4 circle door. This is the new design that we've got right now, and this is the old one. First of all, this build is slow when compared to these other ones. Second of all, it uses observers, which are only obtainable by going to the nether. This door, on the other hand, is observerless, comparatorless, it's quartzless unless you count the building blocks, which those don't fucking matter, they can be whatever you want. I'm gonna have a lot of editing to do with this video. And credits to VipelyRS as well, because he built most of this, to be honest. He built most of the top section. Like, he did this thing for the bed with the pistons so that it would, work and be synchronized. That's another thing about this door, is it's not fucking sync. This build is sync, fast, still relatively small. So it's just all around a good 4x4 circle door. Other than maybe the layout, which, yeah, there's a better one, there's a much faster one, but that's always really big, and even if it's not big, it always goes past the wall on both sides, so you can't really have a flat wall on one side, and it's just kind of sad. Like, for example, you wouldn't be able to have this wall cover this area with a normal, really big, fast design because it goes past both. So you wouldn't really be able to use it above ground, you'd have to use it in like a tunnel. And it just sucks because your uses for the door are limited. Now, before we actually get into the tutorial, let's get into the history of the door. First of all, we have this design, which I've already made a video on. I'll put like the thumbnail on the screen or something, I don't know. I'll probably make a funny sound effect as well. But basically, this design kind of sucks. I mean, it's a decent size, it's just slow when compared to these other designs. It's a decent design, it's just slow. And it's like not synchronized. It's just kind of bad, you know? Next design in this line of whatever it is, this is where I figured out that I could use bed to my advantage, or block event delay, so that I could make the door faster. Because, essentially, with bed... Why'd I do that? Essentially, with the bed thing, this piston here will retract, and the instant it starts retracting, this piston will immediately extend. The piston head will reach the end of the block instantly, and start retracting, through this block. So basically, it retracts through the block like that, as you can see there, if I, like, slow it down or something. Even though slowing it down's not gonna work with this computer, because we're probably watching it in, like, 2 FPS already. And that essentially allows the build to be faster, because you can extend through a retracting block with a piston, because Minecraft Java logic. And this essentially is what got me started on making the door, like, actually fast. This is a pretty decent improvement, and it's a, pretty nice trapdoor that you can use. And then, this is the first vertical design. It's kind of, not great. But it's the same speed. However, this design does use observers because I made it on a French Redstoner server called TopRed, which has some issues with quasi-connectivity, where this block here would not power this piston in the opening animation. So on TopRed, it would just leave these blocks here. So I had to add in this line of dust under here, powering that wall block to power that piston on TopRed. So this is the TopRed design, and of course it still works in vanilla. Now, up next is the next stage, where we shaved 2 entire blocks off of each side of the top red design. However, it is still 4 blocks wide because it was just, you know, made on my own. Now this design has a very interesting quirk, where, depending on where you power it from, it will either work correctly, or say you power it from here, it'll leave that block there. This is because of update order with Redstone Dust, so this build may be a bit finicky, that's why we don't use it. Which is why the tutorial's not for this build, it's about this build, which is superior in every single imaginable way, because Vipely helped me make it. If you're starting to notice a trend with these builds, don't bother pointing it out. I already know. Anyway, this build is better in every single imaginable way, because it's faster, it's smaller, it's sync. It's not actually faster than that, it's the same speed, but shut the fuck up. It's faster than that, and it's more sync than that. I mean, that's not sync, that's not fast. It's not even very small. However, this is just a nice story. Essentially, this is the best design out of all of them, and of course, Vipely helped me make it. Yes, I just typed out that command, shut the fuck up. It's this one. But basically, let's get into the actual tutorial now. For starters, get your inventory organized, and then, you know where you want your door to be, or if you're just building it in creative mode on like a testing world so that you can, look at it. Better fucking credit me. I'll put the command to get my player head on Java Edition in the description. Please, for the love of God, remember to do that, Steven, you dumbass. Anyways, start with your door frame. Like this. And then, of course, this build is 100% symmetrical, so anything you do on one side will be copied over to the other. Now, you're gonna make the hallway 2 blocks long on the other side. So this is the front with the ring of iron blocks. Alright, so this is the stuff you're gonna need in your hotbar, and you're basically gonna start by placing 2 upward sticky pistons like this, and 2 storage sticky pistons right here, like that. So you have this like C shape with the pistons, and then of course you're gonna mirror that vertically up here, like so. And then you're gonna place 2 double piston extenders on each side like that, and like that. So this should be your piston layout. And then on the bottom, you're gonna place blocks like this in the corners, and you're going to go down and over 1 this direction, and then you're going to place a 2x4 platform of blocks like so, and place a line of dust in this circling formation here, and then 2 repeaters like this, and put them both on 4 ticks of delay. And then go 1 block up like this, 1 more like this, 1 here, a line of dust, 2 pieces of glass, 2 pieces of dust, a piece of glass and a dust, and blocks like so, all along there, and like that. And then 1 here, and 1 here, and a dust on both of them, blocks like so, 2 repeaters, and put both of them on 4 ticks. Then you're going to mirror that dust ladder over here, so up, 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 if I could place blocks, line of dust. Wow, that was a lag spike. 2 glass blocks, and 2 dust, 1 glass, and dust. Then you're going to place a block here and a block here, and you're going to place a 4-tick repeater here, and a 2-tick repeater here, going into a block, and then a block here, and you're going to place a dust on that, and you're going to crouch and place a block off that dust, and a dust on top of that block. Because if you don't crouch, it'll turn into a dot dust. However, this can work in versions like 1.11, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, then you're going to put the same thing on the other side. You're gonna put 2 blocks like that. You're gonna put... Oh, I just opened the Google UI. I love this computer, totally. Anyway, you're gonna put a 4-tick repeater like that, and a 2-tick repeater like that going into a block, and then a block here, and a dust, and then just a block up and a dust like that. Then you're gonna put a sticky piston going into a redstone block, and then a regular piston out here, and a sticky piston with a redstone block on its face, and you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. You're gonna put a sticky piston, redstone block, normal piston out like this, a sticky piston, and a redstone block. And then you're going to place your lever here, and that should be... Oh. I know what I forgot. Hold on. Okay. I know what I forgot. Hold on. You're going to grab 2 fucking tripwires. You're going to put one here and one here, and then it'll work. Yep. That's what happens. Alright, so the build is not locational. I'm just dumb. How did I forget the TripWireX, dude? Could even work on Hypixel. I should try that. I should try, like, building this in Hypixel housing. It does work in Hypixel housing. Anyways, that's besides the point. With all that said, with all this out of the way, this has been StevesCrafts. If you enjoyed the video or you enjoyed the build in the video, be sure to hit the like button, and if you enjoy content from my channel in general, be sure to subscribe so you never miss it in the future. And speaking of subscribing to channels, you should check out VipelyRS channel as well, because he uploads some banger redstone creations to YouTube. I actually just said banger in a video, oh my god. And he's the one that helped me with the top of this door because I couldn't figure out how to jam into instant repeaters, and he told me, no, you don't need instant repeaters. You can just use bed on its own, which I didn't realize was that easy, so thanks for that. Anyways, with all that said, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Whee!